Hello, I'm Kari Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your May forecast. And this month, you want to make sure that you are nice and grounded and centered. That is going to be your key to happiness this month. We have so many earth signs activated, and earth is all about being grounded and centered and in your body and connected to this beautiful planet of ours and connected to the practical things in your life, the foundations of your life, your home, your family, the things that matter to you. So you're really going to be paying attention to the things that really matter to you, and you may make some adjustments. We are in Taurus until May 20th. Actually, we have 3 planets in Taurus: the Sun, Mercury, and Venus. And Taurus is probably the earthiest of the earth signs. The element is fixed earth. So this is really about slowing down. If you think about it, fixed earth, that's like as slow can be. It's very yin, it's very nourishing, it's very much about bringing you back to your roots. And so Taurus is a beautiful sign that is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the sign of love, beauty, and attraction. So Venus is also associated with money and attracting things into your life. Taurus loves luxury. And so what this energy is teaching you right now is about slowing down and luxuriating in your life and really appreciating what matters. Taurus teaches you about your values, what you value, and it also teaches you how to value yourself. And now you see Mercury, which is in Taurus right now, is retrograde until the 22nd. And so when Mercury is retrograde, you're re-evaluating things. Your mind is changing. Mercury is associated with your mind and how you communicate. And when it's retrograde for these 3 weeks, what happens is that you will constantly be, your mind will be shifting. And sometimes you will be remembering things from your past. What retrogrades do is they bring you back. So all the things that you're trying to move forward with, it's actually time to reevaluate, regroup. And because we're in Taurus, it's about reevaluating your own value. Because what Venus teaches you is about attracting love and abundance with self-worth and self-esteem. And so with this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be taking a new look at whether you've been valuing yourself and whether the people and circumstances in your life reflect your self-worth. So as you increase and enhance your self-worth and self-love, you're going to be attracting more things to you. So it's really not a time to rush, it's a time to slow down, appreciate, and reevaluate. And we have a beautiful, really harmonious new moon in Taurus on May 6th. And 6 is the number of love also. So we have this Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus all are going to be in Taurus on that day. So that's all about love as well. And there's going to be a harmonious trine between the earth signs. So all of the earth signs are going to be active during that new moon. Now, new moons are always the time to plant your seeds of intention and have a fresh start and really focus on what you want to manifest. So that new moon is going to be very powerful, an incredible time for you to plant your seeds of what you want to manifest through love, through self-love, all the things that you want to attract into your life. So when you're planting your seeds on that new moon, when you're setting your intention, make sure you're really focusing on feeling good. Make sure you're focusing on how you want to feel. And remember, Taurus is all about earthly pleasures. So what do you want to bring into your life that is going to make you feel delicious? It's really a very sensual sign, so you want to enjoy that. So maybe during that new moon, light some candles, take a bath, go for a walk in nature, whatever it is that you can do to connect with that experience. Now, May 2016 is a 14 universal month, and 14 is a number that's associated with Mercury as well, because it's all about change. It reduces to the number 5, but it's the higher octave of 5. This 14 is very much about learning to stay centered amidst change. The 14 in the tarot is temperance. So what you're learning now is how to temper yourself with patience, with calm, and stay centered amidst change. That 14 energy, it's all about trying new things. It's about maybe going from one extreme to another and finding that center. It's an alchemy energy to this. And if you look at this beautiful angel in the Temperance card, she's dipping her toe into the water. Now that's the water of your subconscious, because right now during this Mercury retrograde, memories and even people are going to come up from your past. You're going to be revisiting things so that you can change your energy around them. Because when you change the energy of your past and you change the emotional charge that you have for the past and create a totally calm energy around that, you actually begin to change your future. Because when you have an emotional charge, you attract people and circumstances that match that. So the more centered and calm you are amidst all these things that are coming up for you, all these things that are maybe pulling you in different directions, or things that are coming up for you that you thought maybe were finished. As those things happen and you remain very centered, you're going to change not only your past, your present, but also your future. It's very, very powerful. Now, one of the most beautiful and important days this month, you want to mark this on your calendar, May 9th. 9 is the number of endings and letting go. And what happens on May 9th is Jupiter, which has been retrograde since the very beginning of the year. Jupiter went retrograde on January 7th. It's pretty much that retrograde has defined a lot of the energy of this first part of the year. Jupiter is the most expansive planet. It is the planet of abundance and expansion. Right now it's in the somewhat conservative sign of Virgo. So that's already somewhat contrary to Jupiter's natural energy, but Virgo is about discriminating and going within and really fine-tuning what's appropriate for you. Well, because it's been retrograde, this planet of abundance has really been teaching you that abundance and attraction is really an inside job, that going within and changing your energy is how you change the energy of your life. So on May 9th, Jupiter goes direct again. So it's like the universe saying, okay, now it's time to take all your lessons and go forward with it. And something really magical is happening just a few hours after that. It's something that happens 13 or 14 times a century. Mercury, again, Mercury's going to be very, very active this month. Mercury is directly crossing the sun in something that's somewhat of an eclipse. Now, if you live in the Northeast United States, this is something you can see. It's going to be a visual spectacle. For everyone else in the world, it is a psychic spectacle. This is something, if you can imagine this planet of the mind, the planet of communication, moments after Jupiter goes direct, that this mind, your mind, the planet of the mind, is crossing the sun in somewhat of an eclipse. And when the sun is eclipsed, there's this revelation. It's like a reboot of your whole consciousness. So Mercury crossing directly the path of your sun is very beautiful and very symbolic of this new vision for your life, this new way that you want to move forward in your life, valuing yourself and loving yourself with respect. So I have 3 pieces of guidance about how to navigate this mercurial energy with grace. So first of all, you want to bless your past with love. We have 5 planets in retrograde at the beginning of the month, so it is inevitable that during retrogrades things come up for you from your past. And I know you've done so much work on yourself already, and when these things come up, you're like, what? Have I not figured this out already? Why is this coming up for me? It's not because you're cursed. It's because they're coming up once and for all to be revisited. This is really getting things at their root. They're coming up once and for all for you to let them go finally. So when you do that, you want to bless and honor what you've been through. You don't want to look at yourself as if you made a mistake. This 14 energy, 14 really teaches you about learning through experience. That's why you have incarnated into a body on planet Earth. You want to learn by doing. And that means you're going to be making mistakes, but they're not really mistakes. You perceive them as mistakes with your human brain. But from a soul's perspective, it's delightful. You're learning by doing. And so you've been doing exactly what you're supposed to. So release these judgments of right or wrong or mistakes or whatever that is. You've had an experience and the soul delights in that. So as you bless your past with love, you're letting go of an emotional charge that's keeping you from attracting more of that energy that you no longer want. So you can say, if there's people or circumstances that come up for you, you can say, thank you, you are one of my greatest teachers, and let it go. And as you change the emotional charge, you're going to be changing your present and your future. So that brings me to the second thing, which is about having gratitude for where you are now. So often we're so focused on getting better, or you finish one project that you've really wanted to complete, or you've an accomplishment and you're on to the next thing. But you really ever take those moments to say, wow, I did this. This is something I wanted, or this is something, look what I've done. Look what I've created with my life. And even if you don't love every aspect of what you've created some amazing things in your life. And honor that, honor yourself. This slowing down energy is really about having gratitude for what you've already created and who you are and what's around you and in your life now. And the more you bring that gratitude to the present moment, you're going to attract it more in the future. But if you're constantly focusing on what you need to learn or do or be or accomplish, then you're telling your mind, your body, and the universe that you're not quite good enough yet. That in the future, you're going to be good enough. So take that right back. Take back that energy right now with a full and open heart, full of love, and watch your life change. And the third thing is about trying new things. That 14 energy, the Temperance card is dipping her toe in the water, not just of subconscious energy, but that Temperance angel is dipping her toe into new things, new ideas. And as your mind is changing with this Mercury retrograde and all the Taurian energy we have, as your mind and your heart and your values are changing, you're going to look at things with a new perspective. Again, this isn't about beating yourself up because you didn't realize this before. How would you know until you experienced it? Sometimes the law of contrast teaches you what you don't like anymore. So really experiment with new creative ways of looking at your life and your home and your relationships and your careers. And what can you try new? What can you do differently now? What kind of people can you connect with now that are going to enhance your well-being more? What kind of exercises and practices are you going to put into place now? Just try these new things. So this Temperance energy is teaching you how to find the center in that, but you really have to test around. And you're going to come up with some new and beautiful ways of looking at things and doing things. Now, a lot of these changes may feel very subtle and simple, yet have a very profound effect. And that's part of what this month's energy is actually teaching you, is how to be okay with simplicity and have gratitude for these beautiful present moment awarenesses where you can simply be and enjoy the energy around you and within you. It's a blessed, beautiful energy. So I wish you the most with this, and I hope that I have inspired you to be the best that you can possibly be and enjoy this process, enjoy this journey, and take the scenic route. And if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. I know they will appreciate you for it. And in the meantime, I am wishing you a beautiful, harmonious, happy, marvelous May, full of love and miracles. Lots of love. Bye for now.